trying to figure out places where we might be able to reintroduce beaver.
We are in the process of helping the state implement its new beaver management plan, and in that plan a lot of streams are listed as places that we'd like to get beaver back on.
There's some places in the basin where beaver already are, and so those would be places that might be an area of conservation focus.
Now the reason the dam building beaver are so important is that really a stream with a beaver is an entirely different system than one without. Because once the beaver builds its dam, it captures a pond behind it. It leaks water out from the dam all season long, rather than the water running off in the spring from the snowmelt and then gone. It sub-irrigates the land below the dam, makes the valley greener. It expands the riparian area, which is about 1 to 2% of land in the West, and it's the lifeline. It's the arteries for almost all wildlife depend on getting to riparian areas. So when these ponds are built, then they'll build another dam and another and another, and you get this whole complex that looks almost like a swamp area that's just teeming with life. The dams also capture sediment that would otherwise rush down through the stream into reservoirs or into irrigation systems. It keeps it up on the mountain. It makes the mountain into a sponge. Then in the ponds, it's just a zoo. You've got frogs around the edges, you've got fish nurseries, you've got hiding places for adult fish, you've got some of the trees that were drowned by the beaver are perfect for cavity nesting birds, and then secondary cavity nesters that use the holes that the cavity nesters built. There's more small mammals. It's just a transformed landscape. Also, with climate change, we expect a few things that beaver help us adapt to. One is we expect the snow to melt earlier and run off earlier, and they slow that down. Also, when rain does come in the Southwest, it's going to be coming in more intense thunderstorms. When you have a series of dams, they're like speed bumps down a river. The water's rushing down, and instead of it being like a fire hose gouging out the stream channel, it hits this pond. It hits this dam, spreads out over the land, maybe busts through that dam, hits another dam, slows down, hits another dam, slows down, and what you've got is a tamed flood.
And so what we tried to do is take the whole landscape and try and contextualize where are the places that are likely to support different densities of beaver. We wanted to understand what was going on in the Escalante, but we also wanted to develop a method that we could apply across, for example, the entire West, or maybe at other Forest Service units.
And I think the recon is perfect. I mean, it's the only way. We would have spent weeks and weeks if we would have had a plane.
For us to do this entirely as a ground truthing exercise, this would just
be ridiculous. Yeah. So this is so cost effective to do it this way.